Hey, this is Ryan. I wanted to give you a quick update on uh, why we played APRI on Friday, why it was even on the watch list, and how we entered it, and what we were looking for. It was a very successful trade on a scalp. If you notice, you got a lot of really extended candles. This is the daily chart, not going too far back, but on all these days that it moved up, you have a lot of extended candles and pullback. So I wasn't interested in swinging this stock, especially with really low volume and then occasional spikes here and there. Definitely a scalp only, not a swing. There's no consistency in its movement. So definitely had a scalp in mind. Now the reason it was on the watch list was two main reasons. One, volume interest. Starting back kind of in this range, you start noticing the volume started to pick up a little bit on the daily, especially if you compared this consistently low volume on this sideways consolidation on price all the way through this period here. Then you started seeing some interest when you got this cross here, momentum cross. MACD had been positive pretty much the whole time. Just the indicators were showing a little more interest, and we got a big volume spike here. That would have been a good scalp day. But the setup wasn't as good as on Friday, and there's another reason why. I like the fact that it had a big spike, a low volume sell-off day, and then 2 days of good volume. Again, you have to look at relative volume to weeks and days before it. These are two good, stable days of interest. Not volume that's going to push the price up, which it didn't, but this is a nice consolidation after a pop. But what I was really looking for, and let me change the color of this so you can see it real quick. Okay, this is the SMA 100 line. Notice after it broke through on this day, it came right back down and finished under. The next day started above and finished under. It tried to spike to it, didn't make it. So what I was looking for was clearly this SMA 100 was causing resistance. But we had improving SMA 10, SMA 20 was improving. Pretty much everything was strong for possible side up. There was no reason to think this was going to turn over. What we were looking for, though, was another one of these volume spikes. And part two of that, we were looking for a move through SMA 100. So as soon as we got it on Friday, I actually jumped in this late. I think I got in at around 250 and got out up here. Still great returns. You know, I waited a little longer than I would like to, but the ideal entry would have been above this candle and above this candle, so right about 237, 238 range. With this volume interest, that was the time to get in this trade for a scalp. And you notice it was a big day. Now I may do the same thing again. We could very easily see it pull back on Monday under 250 and try this whole routine again. As long as there's some of this volume interest sticking around, this is one I'll keep an eye on. But the ideal play is out of the way, which was this break of the SMA 100, which was causing resistance on strong volume. So that's a recap of the scalp on Friday. Second piece of that, you notice here, the target exit is probably about 271, which is where it finished, interestingly. Because you notice these candles back here in September all spiked about to 271, 272 range. So there was Friday, the breakout did go all the way to 298, but it settled back down at that resistance level. So really wasn't a reason to hold it overnight into Monday, because it finished at resistance and failed to break through. Good scalp, 233, 230, 238, excuse me, 237, 238 to 270 on an intraday scalp is a great day.